everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about body weight, stage weight, competition weight, weight gain, etc., etc. The reason why we're going to talk about this a little bit is there was another individual on YouTube who was talking about how, well, technically he used to be fat, and he likes to bash me. And, he's dieted down, and he's like, well, I'm big, I'm huge, people don't know how big I really am. He's about 180 pounds on his tall frame, and he's talking about how big he is, he wants to do a competition, he wants to be a competitive bodybuilder, that's what he wants to do. And, oh, there goes the computer booting up, and, he starts flexing and stuff, and there's some definition there, and he's like, oh, I'm 180 pounds, and people don't even realize how big I am in person, and I'm sitting there going, you're 180 pounds. Here's the real deal. You're 180 pounds right now. On stage, at your height, to be lean enough to compete, you're 157 pounds. Maybe 162 tops. Tops. Okay, that's carved up. Then you're going to deplete. You're 162 pounds at your height. You're not big. You're by no means big. You're not even considered big on another planet. Okay? So, what a lot of people don't understand is, when you gain weight when you're training, that doesn't mean that you're gaining all muscle. You can be gaining water, fat, to me I call it intestinal mass, which is basically undigested food that's in your stomach that makes your stomach protrude that, you haven't excreted yet. And everybody knows that's dieted. When you go on a diet, you automatically wind up shitting out about fucking 8 pounds, 9 pounds, 10 pounds comes off between that and water loss in the first few weeks. So you see your weight dropping, that's weight that's not going to be on stage. So if you're gaining 15 pounds in the off season, all these guys are staying fairly lean. They're like, oh, I'm so lean. You're about 12%. Okay, you're not fat, but you're not lean either. When you diet down, let's say previously you were 155 pounds on stage, you're going to be about 156 pounds on stage. You didn't gain what you think you gained. That's not how it works. The only people that make huge jumps in body weight, and no, it's not a drug thing, so don't get it in your, oh, it's steroids. No, it's people that genetically have not maxed out their genetics. Okay? And those people like, Jay Cutler, Dorian Yates, these guys, they had already gained that solid mass within 2 years. So within 2 years of training, if you're not the size of a pro, you're not going to be the size of a pro. You may gain weights, slowly throughout the years and get a better physique, but you're not going to blow up all of a sudden 15, 20, 50 pounds of solid muscle and run around and say, well, I gained 50 pounds. I can't wait to see what my, my next competition weight is. Your next competition weight is going to be very close to your last competition weight. I can almost guarantee you, unless you're new to training and you're getting newbie competition gains. So you see there's in-gym weight, off-season weight, and then there's on-stage weight. Now, even some of the leanest guys and girls that I've seen that stay in great shape in the off-season lose 20 pounds going into a show. 20 pounds. All right, Sean Ray used to talk about staying 15 to 20 pounds above his competition weight. Did you ever see what he looked like in the off season? He was pretty damn lean. And you guys that are claiming to stay this amount of weight above your competition weight are full of shit. You guys are 35 if not higher, 35 pounds if not higher above your competition weight. But still, even guys like Sean Ray would lose 20 pounds. So now if you're 180 pounds at 6 feet tall, 20 pounds off that is 160. That's what you weigh at 6 feet tall. That's not a big person by any means. And probably, I'd say 99% I'm sure that you are not only 20 pounds above your competition weight, so you're going to lose more than that. So that puts you around 155 pounds at 6 feet tall. I rolled into the Sean Ray Classic, 191 pounds at 5'10". That makes me a hell of a fuck lot bigger than the person at 6 feet tall, 155 pounds or less. See what I'm saying? And that took years to get there. So, be aware, it's not about gaining a shit ton of weight fast, because not everybody can do that. Genetically, if you're not inclined to do it, you're not going to do it. It's not about how much you weigh in your off-season. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're a competitor, it matters what you weigh on stage and what you look good at, what weight you look good at on stage. So if you look good at 145 but not as good at 150, stay at 145. Maybe drop to 143 to see what you look like. But the bottom line is, yeah, there's some big guys walking around in the off-season and are big and bloated and still look fairly lean, but those guys are going to drop 30, 40, 50 pounds to get on stage. Because when you're starting to try to get those tight, striated glutes and those tight hamstrings and the cross striations in your quads, weight comes off quick, and you don't even realize how much weight you have on you until all is said and done. And you get on the scale that morning and you've already, carb loaded, cut your water, and you get on that scale that morning and you're like, holy shit, I'm 15 pounds lighter than I thought I would be. And you get that shock like, whoa, I did something wrong? No, if you did that, you did something right. Bios3Training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bios3training.com is the blog, and we're the off-season, on-season bicep, and we're out.